We have been talking about this tendency of holding, and we have been suggested that don't hold. So I think it would be very important useful to check what is holding, what are the when I mean what is the problem in holding, why we hold, and why not to hold, you know. I mean, why you would like to hold anything inside? Let's say outside, you are enjoying a ice cream, and now you want to save it in your fridge so that you can have it tomorrow. This is a normal case. But if you have ever experimented, if you are totally enjoying this ice cream, the piece of ice cream that you are having right now, then not only you will not remember to keep it in the fridge, save it in the fridge intentionally, spending your efforts in saving this ice cream for future, but also you will not do any such thing. You will feel like it is useless, because every act like this is so total and so satisfying that repetition of that act becomes boring. Immediately you feel that it is so total already that you have finished it now. It is like finished. So this type of ice cream, this type of mood will never ever happen again in my life. So let's finish it. When the same mood comes, the same ice cream will also come from out of the blue or maybe somewhere. You clearly feel this, and which gives you the clarity that holding is not required. Not only it is not required, it's like useless. Why you would waste your space of the fridge and your time and money when tomorrow morning you will be like, I think I will never have this ice cream again in my life. So the tendency of holding comes from the dissatisfaction, incompleteness of a certain activity, certain experience. When you are so total, this totality makes you immediately free, and also gives you the clarity that life is full of such more events, experiences. You don't need to hold. So outwardly it is a little bit like this, and it is about experiences. But inwardly, there is a little bit of a variation of the same tendency. I mean, the region is different. Now inside we try to hold on to anything for the simple reason that when your meditation, your inquiry, self-inquiry, or any method that you are using to know yourself, when it starts becoming effective, it starts demolishing the idea or identity that you have about yourself, the center from where you operate. It starts demolishing. It starts collapsing. It has to, because if it doesn't, then nothing new will be seen, will happen. This is the only thing which is in the way. You are in the way of your self, your true self. Only you are, nothing else. None of your thoughts, none of your tendencies, none of your habits, feelings, emotions, nothing is in the way of yourself, in the way of knowledge of yourself, recognition of yourself. Only you, the false idea, the false identity is in the way. Whenever it is effective, it will collapse. And the moment this starts collapsing, or it is seen that it is going to collapse now, it starts getting exposed as not true, then out of the instinct of survival, a very strong tendency of holding on to something so that this energy can survive, it comes in the picture. You continuously feel like holding on to something, landing somewhere, taking support from something. This kind of tendencies are seen. And these tendencies not only are seen in the early stages of this process with this recognition or collapsing of the ego, but they are seen later on also. Because these tendencies have different layers, like subtle layers which are not noticed in the beginning. So it is assumed by the seeker or the seeking mind that all is clear. But still the subtle layers remain. Subtle layers means subtle layers of the idea that I am separate. As we grow inside, as we stay, as we see, we grow, our seeing also becomes mature. Slowly, we are able to see more. We are able to see more clearly. Our seeing becomes more sharp. So we are able to see more subtle layers. So holding is not a accidental habit or something. It is a question of survival for the ego mind. So it tries to, out of the natural tendencies of any living energy, it tries to hold on to something so that it can survive. And once it hold on to something without you noticing it, then it goes deeper and it stays hidden, unseen. It may stay there like for a long time. And this is all very complex. When we are talking like this, it's very complex. And what to do? You need to take care of every instance, become more vigilant, be aware all the time and all this. There are so many things which you need to take care. But there is a simple way, that don't hold on to anything. This statement says that you don't hold on to anything ever, regardless of which stage of the search, which stage of the realization of yourself you are. You simply make it a thumb rule, ingrained habit, you can say. Like it must enter into every fiber of your being, of yourself, that you will never ever hold on to anything. And then it is not a question of what to hold on, what not to hold on, or what to do when I am holding on to anything. Same rule for everything. It becomes quite easy actually. So just don't hold on to anything, because if you hold on to anything, regardless of what, whether you are holding on to a ice cream, it makes you immediately limited. You become limited. It limits your experience, your existence. If you are not holding on to anything, you are moving, you are flowing, available for the next event, for the next experience, for the next scene of the life. Holding on to something is like walking on the beach and collecting the pebbles, the small stones, and filling them in your pockets, in your bag, in everything you have. And as you keep filling these things, your existence, your weight will grow, which will make you walk slower, you will feel tired, and ultimately you will have to give up the walk at all. Completely you will have to stop. And I have seen this tendency in all of us. Wherever we go, whatever we find interesting, we collect. And the statistics, the analysis of this tendency says that most of us never use those things. Almost never. Like there was a very good article on how to clean your house, how to make your house free from things which are redundant, which you are not using anymore. We say you just check. If there is something which you have not used for last 3 years, you will never use it. So you can let it go. If you have not used anything for last 1 year, keep it on the front. And if you don't use it in next 1 year, you can let it go also. And like this, at least 50-60% of our house is full of these things. In some cases, when house is big or people are too greedy, this ratio might be 80% also. So we are never using those things which we are holding on to, trying to hold on to. No? So it is a lifestyle that everybody is following, and out of unconsciousness, we are also following it. Seeing that there is no other way, we follow it because of the fear that we may end up having nothing. We may lose the race. There was a very beautiful thing one of my friend wrote somewhere. He created a poster where there are rats which are running. On the top of the poster he written, "Who will win the rat race?" And in the bottom he wrote, "A rat." Only a rat can win this rat race. So are you a rat? Just check. If you think, because if you are sitting here talking about this is sure that you are not a rat. And if now you have already started realizing that you are not a rat, part of the crowd following the same unconscious things, then let go of this fundamental tendency also. Recognize that this is also part of this rat tendency, this unsecured state of the being, this anxious, fearful state of the being causes all this holding. Just try to see. None of us, in fact, for that matter, nobody in life is incapable of earning or arranging food for themselves. or shelter also as and when required. Meaning you will survive as far as your physical body is concerned. There is no question about it. Anybody can survive. And inwardly, holding simply means continuing with the old. If you want to continue with the old, you hold on. If you want to encounter the new, discover the new, don't hold on. Because we cannot have a joint venture here in this case. It will be clear-cut new and clear-cut no to the old. You cannot have new and old both at the same time. I have heard a story. There was a very old church which was like about to fall or something, so it was very, very old. They decided that let's have a meeting about it, what to do. They had a meeting of the members of the church committee, and they passed 3 resolutions. One, that this has grown old, so we must demolish it, and a new church must be made. And then we said, second resolution was the bricks, the doors and windows of this old must be used in the new church. We said like this. And the third resolution was, until the new church is ready to be used, we must not demolish the old church. The old church must continue existing. This is the story of ourselves actually, what we are doing. We are saying that my old self, whatever I am, must continue existing until I discover the new self. Whereas the story is, until your old self disappears, new self will not reveal. Now what to do? A little bit like somebody is riding on a horse. Horse is thinking that if he gets down, I will stop. And the rider is thinking, if he stops, then I get down. And it continues. You are, takadak, takadak, takadak. You are continuously going on like this. This horse is mind. This horse is your mind. And you, the false entity, is the rider. Mind is thinking that if you get down from this, stop commanding the mind, then I stop. And rider is thinking, because mind is running, how I can get down. Then how to break this circle, which looks like a vicious circle. Just try to see the point. Because self-realization is not some achievement you are going to have. It is a revelation that happens when the old self, the the ill-conceived, you can say, idea of yourself is disappeared. When it disappears, then the pure self, which is ever present, is recognized. It is not that it is hiding somewhere, but because of this wrong idea, this is not seen. This is not felt by this system of body and mind. So now what are you going to do? Because it looks like a risk. If you let go of your old self, present self, which is your present self, if you let go of your present self, And if the true self doesn't come in picture, what will happen? So you will lose this also, and you will not get anything also out of it. But just try to see this point. It is a little bit subtle message, but just try to see that whatever happens, how you will disappear completely. You may change form, but just try to feel this. I cannot give you any logic for this. How you will disappear completely. You may change the form. Right now you are taking yourself to be something else. Now you will be letting go of this idea, but you will remain. I mean, you can let go of whatever ideas you have about yourself, whatever qualities you think you have, and you realize later on that they were all imaginary, you can let them go. But it doesn't mean that you will disappear. The pure you, which does not have any ideas about itself, which does not have any qualities to claim, isn't it? Will that also disappear? How it will disappear? So are we afraid of losing the idea we have about ourselves, or are we afraid of losing ourselves? Let's check a little bit. If you are afraid of losing the idea you have about yourself, then you must check what value does it have, why it is so important that you cannot lose it. Just for some time, just for a few moments, you can let go of it. Because what is, or maybe it is not an idea for you, it is your true self maybe for you right now. That's why it is difficult for you to let go. But like any possession, this idea that you have about yourself also needs maintenance. When you collect something, you have to put it somewhere, you have to maintain it. And inward, this is all energetic, it's not physical, that you have collected and put it there and it remains like this. In the memory, it's like this. Once you store, it remains. But the I, which we call I, which is a thought arising in yourself, but it is a continuous but persistent thought, because you are continuously maintaining it. And so it has become very solid, but still it is a thought. And to prove it, just stop maintaining it for some time, for some days. Stop maintaining yourself. Only your core of yourself, the idea you have, what you call yourself, I. Just stop maintaining this I for some days. Meaning, don't do anything which makes this I strong. If you check inside what I am saying, you will see that you are continuously maintaining this I every moment in one form or another. There are very subtle ways of mind through which we are maintaining this. When I say don't touch anything, it is the same thing. You don't hold anything. If it is part of the memory, it will remain in the memory. You can anytime recall it. And what is there inside you which is not memory, myself, I, or whatever you call it? Just don't maintain it for some time. Don't hold, don't touch it, and let's see what happens. Does it survive? Does it continue to be the same as it is experienced? Let's have a look. If it survives same as it is right now, then you need to check. You must be still continue holding, continue maintaining it in some way. Because if you don't maintain it, it starts demolishing. It disappears. The pure self does not need any maintenance. It is ever present as the background, in the background of this self which we call I, me. But this I, me needs all the support, all the maintenance all the time. Just don't hold, and you will fall into yourself naturally. You will fall into your true self naturally. So if you don't hold anything, it simply means that there is something called you, which is continuously holding, which is a habit, and now you want to test, which is your pure, permanent, stable part, which is your changing, moving part. Your changing, moving part needs maintenance, but your permanent part will not need any maintenance, no? So you have decided that, okay, for some time I will not hold on to anything. I will not touch anything. Holding anything is holding, and trying not to hold is also holding. So don't try to hold, don't try not to hold, just don't touch. And you will feel like you are falling into yourself naturally. And allow yourself to hit the bottom of yourself, so that you can see how close you are all the time to yourself. We have this fear of falling into ourselves, thinking that it is very deep. It is very close actually. It is deep in itself, but not for you, because you are it. Sagar is deep for those who jump in the sagar. The ocean is deep for those who jump in the ocean. But ocean is okay. There is no problem for the ocean itself, because it is everywhere. Ocean does not know its own depths. So there is no question of having a fear of depth, of anything. What we are calling yourself is the ocean that you are. Now it is just a question of recognizing, which is not happening because you are holding on to something which is not real. So now what to do? Don't hold. Just for for some time, don't hold, and let's see what happens. Because one thing is sure, that you will not disappear, because there is you who is holding. Now you are just not holding. So it is just another state you are in, but doesn't mean that you are not. But let's see what remains, what survives this test. Whatever survives this test is your pure self, your permanent self, your true self. What needs continuous maintenance is an image of yourself. You have to maintain it, like a identity of Facebook or other identity on internet. You have to maintain it. You have to change the picture. You have to update the educational qualification and other things, other qualities of yourself. And There is no objection about having this body. You have this body and there is no objection here about it. Body is not in the way of your your self-realization. Body is very much here, very natural, required, and it's like there. Very innocent. Body is very innocent. It doesn't have any problems. And another way is to feel and look into I. Only I. Not I have this, not I am this, not I say this, not I know this. Leave everything and just catch hold of I. Meaning, feel, see, look, whatever way you find to examine it. Because this is something which has remained in darkness, and that is causing all the trouble. So just I, looking, feeling I. What is I? And you don't know anything. So you are not prepared that what is going to be revealed in this examination. You are just checking. Because it makes sense that when I is there, meaning you are there, you must check. You have lived your life without examining this I. Now it is time to check it. So you are checking it. There is no philosophy, spirituality or any such thing about it. It's a plain simple fact of life, and it's a requirement for you to live a life with clarity. If you want to live a life with clarity, you have to check. So just check what is this I. And there is no need to take it as something difficult or complex or anything. This I is there. Nobody can say that I is not there. Meaning you cannot say I don't exist, that I am not. Now just feel, bring some light. Feel, see, sense, whatever you find effective, use that method. What is this I? Where is this I in the body? And find truly. Meaning, in the beginning you will find I as a bird in the mind. But when I will ask you, you will say, I see I in the mind. So there are two I. One that which seen and the one which has been seen. So that which has been seen is not true I. The one who has seen I in the mind is the true I for now. Like step by step we will do like this. Now you have a feeling inside yourself which is like I. There is a I feeling. And again, if you tell me this, there is a feeling I. So there is this feeling I, there must be something which is feeling it. Feeling plus the one who is feeling it. So the one who is feeling it is deeper than but is felt. Like this you keep checking. And keep again and again asking I. Just, just say this word in your mind, in your whole system, I. And feel from where this is coming. What is the source of this word I? I. Where you feel you are located. Just feel, just see, check. Use all your faculties, not one, all of them you can use at the same time. Use your whole power to have a look. It's a simple, neutral, non-prejudiced look, non-judgmental. We have no idea what we are going to see here. Whatever has been said about this is wrong, because this never comes in words. It simply doesn't come in words, not possible to be expressed in words. So you have no idea what it is. You are simply going and checking what is I. Only I. I am thinking, leave it. Catch hold of I. I am feeling like this. Catch hold of I. Leave the feeling. I know this. Leave the knowing, knowledge. Catch hold of I. I am this. Leave this. Just focus on I. So leave all the qualities, all the experiences, attributes of I. Just only check the pure I. What is I in itself? Which has something, which experiences something, which sees something, which knows something. As you touch I, you start going deeper in this. It's more like an unknown dimension for you in the beginning. But there is silence, there is a little bit of peace felt in the beginning. Relax in the beginning. And thinking about I is not focusing on I. Find out where exactly you are. Where is your root? Where are your roots? We want to go to the roots of I. So thinking will not help. Thinking is just one department you have, one aspect you have. But who are you who have this department, this aspect? And don't try to search I. Why you need to search I? Are you not there? And if you are there, you are. This is what we are talking about. From my side, I call you. From your side, you call I. Is it not the same thing? So why you need to search? You have to only locate where is this I in your whole system. Where is the root of this I? Where is the base of this I? And don't regard any words here, because you don't know what is awareness, what is any other word like consciousness or anything. You don't really know it. So no need to you regard any of these words at this point. When you are locating this I, you are entering into an unknown territory, unknown dimension of yourself. In the beginning, it is felt like this, that you have never known it. What is this? And check what is this. Not that you try to define it immediately. It is a domestic search. It's a domestic exploration that we are doing only for yourself. You don't have to put it on Facebook yet. So don't try to find suitable words for it. That when you will put it, express it to others, how you will express. You don't need to do this right now. Right now it is only for you. So no language is required here. You don't care any language, any words. Because it is a exploration within yourself, by yourself. Then how and why you would need any language, any words, anything from outside. Words are used outside to be used outside, and they remain outside, they never enter inside of yourself. So don't try to pull them. If you try to pull these definitions in yourself in this exploration, you will not be able to pull the words into yourself, but in this effort you will remain outside of yourself. So don't try this. Let go of the words, of the definitions, of the any kind of knowledge that you feel you have in the form of words. You just feel and see from your inner eyes. What are you? What is I? Not who is I, not who am I, but what is I or what I am. Whatever you are seeing here is your own kingdom. This is your own home. So there are certain things which you have, and there is something which you are. So you have experiences, you have memory of everything, you have power of imagination, you have conscious mind, you have emotions and feelings, you have a body. This is all you have, not that you are. And there is something called you which have these things. Right now, focus on you, the I, which have all these things. Only focus on I, which have all these things, which possesses all these things. And it is an exploration. You are exploring yourself. Don't try to fit this exploration into anything yet that you can do later on. And when you are not trying to understand, you don't need mind. You have capacity to see, to feel, to experience anything directly without mind. You are self-sufficient for this exploration. So no need to touch mind here. As you are going deeper in yourself, the boundaries that you have been feeling so far, they kind of fading out. The boundaries are fading out. They are more merging, and there is more openness. There are no clear demarcations here. You don't really know anything here. You just are. You are here. You don't really know. What is this? Who are you? You don't really know anything here. You are. And this is relaxing. This is satisfying. Joy. Because you are relaxing in your true self. You have been away from yourself for a long, long time, which creates a lot of tiredness. Now you feel like relaxing in yourself. And there is no good or bad way of relaxing. Whatever way is happening to you is the best way. And because you don't have to bring anything out of yourself after this exercise, you don't need to try to check, to see. You totally relax. You totally dissolve in this space which you are. Whenever required, it is very easy for you to come out also. So there is no fear. But right now, feel, live it. When you relax, you see more clearly everything as it is. Then there is no question of confusion. You come back to your natural clarity. Clarity is natural for you. But because of tiredness, it becomes confused. Confusion is not some problem that you have to solve. Confusion is some kind of layer that is lying on the clarity of your natural clarity. So you have to just remove this. It is like a dust which has gathered on your mirror. When you relax, this confusion naturally is washed away. You don't have to define yourself in order to be yourself. You can be yourself without defining. You are always free to be yourself. Just don't put a condition that you want to define. Then you have no boundaries. of true self, of false self, of mind, of no mind. It is all one for you. Everything merging, relaxing with each other. And if you rest like this, there is a natural knowing, inner knowing that happens. But it happens. You cannot do it. So don't try. After some time, you will open your eyes. But as you are coming out, so to say, just be aware of the process, how it is, how it feels like coming out, and what happens when you just be aware. No need to analyze, no need to understand anything. As you slowly open your eyes, just check what exactly is happening. Just be aware.